Yup. Right back at another video, man. Hey, man. We got criminal lawyer breaks down O Block indictment for FBG Duck's murder. Hey, man, look, man. Y'all know we came here to do, man. Y'all know we didn't come to do, man. We came here to get straight to the point. What we didn't come to do, man, is all that other stuff, man. With that being said, man, let's go right to the video. He up like the I8. No jumper? Yeah, he do no jumper too? Damn. God damn. Y'all think this nigga be having them Beckies on him? He be having them dangs. God. I ain't see this video for, but he got them thumpers. Let's see. I ain't ratting my dog in a minute. See my dog on. Look. He got a blicky right there. He stay with them motherfuckers on.
I am a board-certified criminal defense lawyer. Actually, try cases. I see the inside of the courtroom every single day. Today, we're reacting to the FBG.
Yeah. Stop self-snitching. But yeah, we know you. You just hopped out of BMW i8. Yeah, we know you getting money for real.
Duck.
And you married.
Homicide. And we're going to do a few things, mix it up a little bit today. We're going to play a little video, show you kind of the beginning of how this thing started, and then show you the reaction from his mother, and then kind of go into the indictment.
All right.
So let's just start by watching this video together.
This is when he got shot. I remember when that happened. I'm like, damn. I'm like, damn, Duck. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Duck got shot for it. It just didn't add up to me. I'm like, for not Duck. For it was just weird. For it was just weird. It was weird. Weird as hell.
So we have the ambulance.
His pipe was on the floor and everything.
He's down. Cops are doing crowd control.
When I thought about it, though, his pipe was away from his body. He probably tried to throw that bitch. Or they shot him and he probably up. And I don't know, fool. You'll never know. He probably tried to throw that bitch or something, fool. I don't know, fool. Because it wasn't by his body when he got shot. He probably threw that bitch because he thought he was going to make it. Or he probably tried to up and it jammed or whatever. You'll never know.
That's FBG Duck on the ground right there.
Uh-huh.
So let's just kind of recap of what happened there. FBG Duck, he's from the 63rd and St. Lawrence area of Chicago. He's a GED, Gangster Disciple.
Yeah.
And the rival gangs, the King Von group, that's the O Block, okay? And so here's the thing. He was leaving, this was on August 4th of 2020. He was in Chicago into the Gold Coast area, and he was in that a DG store, Dolce Gabbana, and he was killed, and 2 other people were injured. So he was shot, and 2 other people were shot as well. But FBG Duck was the only one killed. Now it was reported that 2 vehicles pulled up, 4 people got out of them, pop. And then they fled the scene. One was a black, newer Ford. The other one was a silver Chrysler 300. Rumor has it there was $1 million bounty on FBG Duck. Now, he was shot in the chest, the groin, and in the neck.
Damn.
And it took emergency crews about 15 minutes or thereabouts to get to him. So he was not treated right away. 1 weapon was recovered, and the weapon that was recovered, probably not the murder weapon. My guess is that the murder weapon was in the vehicles that fled.
That was probably Doug.
And there was a witness who saw 2 men standing outside the store, heard some shots, and then saw the 2 men flee. Don't know if those 2 guys were a part of this or not. So why is this important now? Well, as was announced yesterday by his mother, there was an arrest a significant arrest of
4 people.
I'll get into the indictment and the people that were arrested, but let's kind of watch what FBG Duck's mother had to say yesterday.
I'm feeling.
I didn't see this.
I'm just feeling like I can't even describe it. Like, I just want to thank everybody that.
First of all, to lose a child, I don't care how old your child is.
She lost 2
children
of them.
are not supposed to die before you. You know, your children are supposed to bury you.
She lost her. She lost her other son too.
It's very difficult to lose a child. And I know FBG Duck was a grown man, but still, it's very difficult to lose a child.
It's difficult to lose a parent.
That was there for me and just was. I wasn't gonna stop. I wasn't gonna stop advocating for my son. I'm not like no other parent, and I'm not knocking the other parent, but you have some parents that show their grief through their actions. So
that's a good point that she makes about advocating for your child, even in your child's death. It's just there's no greater pain than losing someone that way.
And when I got the call, because, you know, speaking to these people and them assuring me that, you know, because I didn't know anything, okay? I didn't know no suspects. I didn't know who did nothing. Like, they couldn't disclose that type of information to me. And I didn't.
First of all, one of the things that happened in this case before they arrested these people, they indicted them. And when they indicted them, it was done under seal, okay? Because it wasn't made public. So once they got him into custody, the first thing the feds probably did was notify his mother.
Yeah.
You know, I saw the stuff on the internet, and, you know, speculation, knowing is one thing. I just wanted to know. And they called me this morning and told me, they named the suspects, and I didn't know them by their, well, I knew a couple of them by their first name because one of them was implicated in the killing of Brick. You know, and
her other son.
Now, she just talked about one of the people in this was implicated in the killing of Brick. Brick was FBG Duck's older brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know, come to find out, one of them was, you know, the people who Duck mentioned.
Oh shit, my fault. I'm tweaking like fuck.
It was his brother.
My fault, gang.
You see what I'm saying? Like
Tweaking.
a son. He never personally did nothing to none of these people. Nothing. So what other reason? Well, why was it so important that he had to die? Is society built on that type of stuff? Like,
that is a mother's refrain. Why did he have to die? He didn't have to die. So the people that were arrested, you may have heard this already, but it's Charles Liggins, a.k.a. C. Murda. And can you imagine
say it like
C.
that?
Murda? Imagine that being read in open court. You're kind of starting out in a hole there, right? Kenneth Roberson, a.k.a. Kenny, a.k.a. Kenny Mack. To Carlos Offord, a.k.a. Los Christopher Thomas, a.k.a. C. Thang. And
he's saying their names like that, bro.
Now, it's interesting because this is a federal case. This is not.
Damn, this the feds.
There is, and they charge them under the RICO statute. If you know it's the Racketeering and Corrupt Organizations Act, and basically, you've got at least five counts here. I've got the indictment right here, and you know they talk about the O Block game, and now. Remember what I was telling you guys about self-snitching and about all that kind of crap and putting shit on social media? Well, the Old Block Enterprises constituted an ongoing organization whose members function as continuing unit for a common purpose of achieving objectives and enterprise. That's what the Corrupt Organizations Act is all about. The purpose of the enterprise included but not limited to acquiring, preserving, and protecting power, territory, operations, proceeds for the enterprise through the use of threats, intimidation, violence, including but not limited to murder and other acts of violence and illegal trafficking in controlled substances. So, taking steps to prevent law enforcement's detection, but promoting and enhancing the enterprise and its members and associates, including by publicly claiming responsibility for acts of violence committed by the enterprise and taunting.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep real sharp for I don't know what the fuck he just said. My brain just went completely blank for like I swear to God I got that shit bad for like I could be looking dead at you for my brain to be somewhere else for I don't know what the fuck he talking about for. He's saying a whole bunch of man. Oh my God, my bad, folks. My bad. My brain just went blank. My fault.
Taking steps to prevent law enforcement's detection, but promoting and enhancing the enterprise and its members and associates, including by publicly claiming responsibility for acts of violence committed by the enterprise and taunting rival gang members. And they do this through social media. And that's the one thing that I could never get my head around why these guys put this stuff on social media. You know, you see terrorist groups do that. They take responsibility for a crime of violence. They take responsibility for all that kind of stuff. But these guys are doing the same type of thing, except for they're not going underground. You know, they're out there. I mean, they're out there, you know, here's my album, and I'm talking about how I just killed so-and-so. So you've got count one, which is defendants herein for the purpose of maintaining increasing position in O Block and enterprise and racketeering did knowingly commit the murder of Carlton Weekly, a.k.a. FBG Duck, in violation of the laws of the state of Illinois. Now, this happened in August of 2020. We are now in almost November.
Damn, it took them a year?
So why did it take so long for them to...
Yeah, why did it take so long?
These guys?
Bruce Rivers? What
happens, first of all, what is an indictment? Indictment, this is the indictment right here. And an indictment is a charging instrument. And it's basically a document that lays out what the charges are. Mm-hmm. And in order to get an indictment in federal court, you have to go to a grand jury. And a grand jury is made up of 18 to 23 people. They serve anywhere from 6 month to mostly like 18-month terms. And you don't get a lawyer. Lawyer can wait outside if you're subpoenaed to the grand jury. There's no judge. If you have a dispute with somebody, you can go down the hall and get a ruling from a judge. But there's no judge. It's just the prosecutor. So instead of drafting up a complaint, they put something before a grand jury. And they only have to find probable cause in order to indict somebody. That's just that it's more likely true than not true that a crime was committed and that the person that they're talking about here, and in this case, these guys, C. Murder and C. Thang and Muwap, that they and Kenny Mack, that they committed a crime. They allege that they committed a crime, and that it's more likely true than not that they committed the crime. Now, there's other charges in the indictment, and the other charges include possession of a firearm,
of course.
Commission of a crime of violence and furtherance of a conspiracy to commit murder, and it's all in furtherance of the gang's interest. So it's you have a conspiracy case, and here's the thing: in order to commit a conspiracy, for a conspiracy to be completed, you don't have to actually kill anybody. A conspiracy to commit murder, all you have to do is show that there was an overt act, an agreement between two or more people, and an overt act. And in this case, just driving down the store, but without even shooting anything, if you had a plan to kill him and the plan was foiled, your conspiracy to commit murder is already done just by driving to the place. That's an overt act.
How did they know that they drove that?
In this case, you've got several other counts, and two of the other counts are related to the two.
See, folks, this is why I can't be a lawyer and none of this shit, bro. This shit hurt my brain, folks. Fuck, this shit making my head hurt, bro. It's too much shit, bro. Like, bro, I just want to hit the main base of the shit. It's too much, folks. My fucking brain is just everywhere. I don't know what the fuck. It's just like, folks, oh my God, this shit fucking my head up. My God.
Victims that were injured.
I don't understand.
So you have the murder of FBG Duck. You've got the injury to the two victims. And then you've got other firearms-related counts. But it's all couched in 1959, which is the RICO statute. And it's couched in that so that, it would be a life sentence for sure if they're found guilty. And but by doing it this way, it's what makes it federal. So
they is under the RICO shit. They said a minimum of life.
All these guys, all 5 of these guys, will go before a magistrate, and the magistrate will determine whether or not they're released. This would be a presumptive detention case. What does that mean? Well, in federal court, you're not guaranteed the right to bail. Mm-hmm. Certain types of cases are presumptive detention. Controlled substance cases are cases like that. And this case is also, because it involves firearms and a death and a crime of violence, there's a presumption that they're detained. And it's a rebuttable presumption. What does that mean? Well, it means that the people who are being charged, it's not their burden to show that there are a condition or set of conditions that can be imposed upon them that do 2 things. 1, assure their reappearance so that they're not a risk of flight. And number 2, assure the safety of the public. Okay? And because this is a homicide, there's just no way they're going to get out. There's just not, it's not even in the cards. Even if they come up with $10 million bail, the judge is not going to release them, period. So
until they found not guilty,
have their initial appearance here probably tomorrow, I would guess, and then they'll be held without bond, and then the clock starts ticking. The Speedy Trial Act starts ticking, and you'll see this move along quickly. There's a lot of other cases out there. You see, why is this taking so long? Well, it takes a long time for some of these things because they're complex. But why did this take so long to charge out? Because they needed to button everything up with witnesses. And here's the other thing. They probably had to find some of these guys. Let's see, what is the date of the indictment? Let's look at the date of the indictment. All right, let's see. So the date of the indictment is September 30th, 2021. So that's a little over a year. So they had to investigate this case. And let me tell you something about the feds. They have a success rate of about 96 to 98.
Damn. Fuck. 96, 98%. Fuck. That means it's a 4% chance that them niggas getting out. Fuck. And that's life, bro. That's life in jail. That's fucked up. I forgot what I was finna say, though. That shit threw me off. He said 96, 98% rate. Damn, so them niggas been in jail since September 30th, though. That shit crazy. It's like October 16th. That shit just touched us, what, the 14th? But he just said that they're not gonna release it at first. They gonna give it to the mother shit first. Damn, they been in jail since September 30th. Fuck.
Percent of the cases that they bring forward that they win. So they're super patient. The FBI is filled with people with graduate degrees, people who are motivated to beat all fucking hell.
I know.
And they will, leave no stone unturned.
They trying to make sure your ass don't get out.
Their case. And so when you get a federal indictment, unless it's something where there's an issue about the law that they're applying, they generally have the facts pretty well squirreled away.
Yeah, these the cases with a fucking lawyer being that bitch like, so on this day, I remember you saying so and so and so and so. Am I correct? And you just be looking at their ass like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? I don't know what you talking about, bro. He'd be, bro, it clearly states right here that you said on this day right here on your Instagram or social media account that you said right here so and so and so and so. And you would just be like, bro, I don't know what you talking about, boy. You go, okay. So look, I'm going to show you the exact picture and everything. Right here, what you stated was this, that, the third. Okay. And here's the picture that you posted that go with it. So how can you explain this, sir? You just gotta sit there just looking dumb as hell, like, bro. That wasn't me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't even say shit, folks, because these motherfuckers, they want to make sure you ain't getting out that motherfucker. They put your ass in that box.
So I would think that this case would go to a jury probably in about 8 to 12 months.
Damn.
So, so that is what's going on with the FBG Duck situation.
He said that they take their time with that shit, so they ain't even gonna be enough for us to get this case over with. They gonna make their ass, so they say minimum 8 to 12 months for that shit go to a jury, and the jury finally just decide what they gonna do type shit. That shit fucking tough. That's tough. And all they can do is be quiet, for. And everybody talking about, for somebody gonna snitch, for. I mean, shit. I don't know, for they all getting life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. We'll see what happens, for. But damn, with everybody getting a minimum of life under a RICO case, for, he said they been building this shit for over a year. God damn. FBG Duck got what? August last year, nigga. It's fucking October, and they got indicted in September. So it took them niggas a year to finally build a case and say, all right, we finna take these niggas in. If they beat this case, I ain't gonna lie, these niggas is, I don't know, for these niggas is fucking gods. I swear to God, for it's just, but I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna count them out, for, because I ain't gonna lie, Von beat a murder case, and what's his name, Zoo beat a murder case too. So I mean, I'm not gonna count them out. I don't know if they had a RICO charge though. I don't know what kind of charge they had, you know, but they beat cases, for, so I wouldn't really count them out. But nah, hell no, I don't think they was fighting a RICO case where they get minimum life, because I think they was fighting 25 to life. Yeah, Von said that they was fighting 25 to life. They weren't fighting no minimum of life, you know what I'm saying? That's tough. They fight minimum life. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy, fo. Hey, man, I hope the best for them in court, fo. I hope the best for them in court, man, because that shit crazy, fo.
So,
a minimum of life?
To wrap this up, one of the ways... One of the things that the feds were looking at, and I've talked to you about this before, is their social media. They are mining that social media like nobody's business. Cops are listening to the drill music. They're watching Instagram.
Duh.
They're watching.
You know that, boy. As soon as that shit posted, fo, I'm telling you. They like me right here, fo, but they sitting there actually taking notes. For they listen to the song there, write it down. Okay, he said this. Okay, he did this. All right. Yep. Okay, this right here too? Yup, right there. They write all that shit down, taking it all. And what I just tell that they gonna do, for, you know, when they like in the movie shit, when they show you like everything that they doing, for, I'm telling you, they take a note of everything, for. They watching everything, for. They just be like, for, you see what the hat say? Stop still snitching, for. I mean, shit. It is. I don't know, for. That shit. That's tough. I hope they beat that motherfucker, but damn.
YouTube, they are watching these guys.
They be
like
hulking motherfuckers.
So that's an update on the FBG Duck situation. My heart goes out to his mother, and my heart goes out to the parents of all 5 of these boys.
Oh, bro. So, cause that life gonna be, boy, minimum of life.
Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, board certified criminal defense lawyer.
That shit crazy, for a minimum of life though. A minimum of life. That shit crazy, for. Them motherfuckers have been plotting. Hey, man, I hope the best for them, fo. Because that shit tough.